Member for St. George's, Stephenville East.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. I have a petition on health care from the residents of Heatherton to Highlands, Mr. Speaker. And the petition reads, to the Honourable House of Assembly, the Province of Newfoundland and Labrador, in Parliament assembled, the petition of the undersigned humbly showeth. Whereas there has not been a permanent doctor in the clinic in Jeffreys for almost a year, and whereas the absence of a permanent doctor is seriously compromising the health care of people who live in the Heatherton to Highlands area and causing them undue hardships, and whereas the absence of a doctor or nurse practitioner in the area leaves seniors without a consistency and quality of care which is necessary for their continued good health. And whereupon the undersigned, your petitioners, humbly pray and call upon the House of Assembly to urge the Government of Newfoundland and Labrador to take action which will result in a permanent doctor or other arrangements to improve the health care services in the Heatherton Highland area. Mr. Speaker, this is a situation that's gone on for quite a while now in this area. The petition says over a year, but the petition was circulated earlier. It's been about a year and a half now since there's been a permanent doctor in the clinic at Jeffreys. So it's a serious situation that's gone on for quite a while, too long, and it's a serious matter when people don't have access to primary health care, such as a doctor in their community. The same situation exists in the community of St. George's. For the last 6 months, they haven't had a permanent doctor there. And Mr. Speaker, the absence of these doctors is having implications for the hospital in Stephenville, in the emergency room. People don't have a doctor in their own community, have to travel a long distance, wait for long periods of time in the waiting room in Stephenville to see a doctor. So it's not blowing it out of proportion to say that this is a health care crisis in the Stephenville Bay St. George area. It's a situation that needs to be addressed, that's gone on for too long. People have to wait long periods of time before they can get their tests back for serious illnesses. They have to travel long distances to have simple things like a prescription filled, Mr. Speaker. So it's a serious matter that's gone on too long, and people are actually thinking of leaving the rural areas of the district because of the lack of good medical care in that area, Mr. Speaker. I've talked to several constituents who've told me stories about their grandparents who've had to travel long distances and wait in waiting rooms in Stephenville. So it's a crisis, and I hope that it's addressed soon, Mr. Speaker.